Hello everybody, welcome back to PadFootTD Games. My name is Zach, I'm the voice behind the icon, and today we are back once again for a weekly racing vlog. Well, we're here for two things, the weekly racing vlog, and also you'll be seeing this as our NASCAR style, let's get going, NASCAR style, American Truck Sim. Ugh. We are here at our base here in Charlotte, and we are getting ready to head down to Daytona. Yes, you heard me right. We are going to attempt to qualify for the... Oh gosh, what is it called now? It's the Xfinity Series. I know that. What's the race? The United Rentals 300 with the Xfinity Series. We're going to do a couple Xfinity races. I've actually decided this before we start doing our weekly staffer. That usually will kind of eat up our time, as well as being with the tour. But while summer begins, we've got a few dates open, and so we're going to be like in the ARCA car and stuff like that. But we're going to get in our Mac Anthem, head down with obviously our beautiful customized Featherlight hauler. I did have somebody ask me on one of my old videos, how did I do this? I just made a custom skin. That's all I did. You know, it takes some practice, it takes some thought, but it is doable for anybody. If I'm able to do it, you're able to do it. I also do want to point out, I do realize that there is this kind of bump that happens here in the back. I'm not even going to worry about it or compensate. I don't really see it, but it is one of those things that I'm like, dang it, I know it's there. So yeah, our other first event of the year, we were down in New Smyrna, right in town with the Wheel and Modified Tour. And we got a victory there, so I'm hoping to be able to make this Xfinity race and have a good time there as well. Then we're going to come back up to Charlotte, and I think one of our friends is going to be bringing down our super late model for us to poke around at New Smyrna as well. But we'll find out. Let's climb up on board. Awesome. Let's start her up. Beautiful. Put the map away. It's like a 7-hour journey, I believe, so that should be good. I'm just going to... Actually, I wanted to look down at that really quick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Some of the stuff has been updated. I got a new mod that tells me how many miles to go, what our cruise control is, all kinds of good stuff, so I'm actually really excited about that. But I'm going to reset our trip. Now, we did 1,400 miles last trip. Plus, we have a new map, so that's going to be really exciting for those of you who are going to be sticking around for the American Truck Simulator video. If you're just here for the vlog, we're going to cut it right here, and we're going to get ourselves out on the road. So, we'll see you guys down at Daytona. All right. Welcome back on the vlog, everybody. For those of you who've been here with the American Truck Simulator video, hey, we're still going. We're getting ready to pull in here. Oh, the customized trucks and trailers, making the world so awesome to be in. Look at that. It just adds a little bit more realism to it. Ugh, gotta love it. All right, this is our parking. Ooh, looks like there's cars in our way. Are we gonna be able to park here? You see how the texture's not loading, right? Oh, no. Oh, no, there's no texture. Now, there's two ways that this can happen, just so we know. And I'll show you. So, it may just be missing a texture, or it's going to send us off into space. So we're going to pause it, and I'll show you. Show you what I'm talking about. Let's get ourselves in here. Credentials are all set. Get ourselves parked down here at Daytona. And I'm just very curious, okay? So let's do this. Okay. So the texture is there. It's just kind of sitting. Because usually it'll throw us down. So we'll take that as a little bit of a win. Let's tell you what. Let's actually look here. Yeah, see, that doesn't go anywhere anymore. I mean, we could eventually move it outside. Again, if they have a big rest area, it helps us, but it doesn't seem like they have one. Neat new companies, though. All right, well, this is where we're going to have to be parked. Because I really don't want to be over on the glass area. Keep it right over on the grass. Again, if it was like a bigger Walmart, we might have actually picked that too. So, tell you what, usually we park right over there. This is where we're going to park. Right up here. And I think this is where we're going to... Yeah, I didn't like that. Back that up really quick. Straighten her out a little bit more. Better. All right, well, that's where I think we're going to park ourselves. And we can actually get back here into the bed now. Whoa, we're actually on the bed. Neat. Is the clock correct, too? It is. Oh, that's so fun. Okay. Let's get ourselves up front. That's pulled there. We can turn off the engine. All right, well, we are here. So those of you who are going to be here for the vlog, you guys will stay. Those of you who are here for American Truck Sim, it's time for us to say goodbye to you guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Yeah, let's head off to sleep, and let's see what tomorrow has for us. Actually, I might climb out to head over to the Walmart for a little bit of a walk. But we'll see you guys in a bit regardless. Yeah, how weird. All right, well, welcome down to Daytona, everybody. You can see it sitting underneath there, too. That's a little bit of a bummer. So, yeah, we're going to have to find a new Daytona. I mean, I'm sure they'll eventually fix it, but overall, funny that there's a car rental place out front. But I figured let's also take a look at this Walmart really quick to see if maybe it would be better to stage in here. But I think it's one of those, yeah, it's really tight and be really hard for us actually to get out of anyway. So this will have to work for now, but I believe Daytona will switch for us next time. So let's head into the store. Let's grab some food, some snacks. Then we'll head back across the street to where we've got the Xfinity cars parked. Well, haulers parked. And it should be a good time. There's no parking lot for this Walmart. All right, we got our... Ooh, I'm tall. We got our snacks. We're going to head back to the truck and get ourselves a night sleep here. Yeah, so I'm very excited to try out the Xfinity Series this year. We're not doing a full season. We're only going to do a couple races. But I think overall, I think it's going to be a really good experience. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. When we can kind of keep the fun in it versus, like, you got to win to keep the sponsor happy. I think it's going to make a better video. I think it's going to be a lot more exciting. Look at that. She even looks good at night when she's just parked here underneath the light. All right, let's get into the truck. We're going to take a nap, but the next time you will see us, we'll be waking up on Friday morning as we get ready for practice for the Xfinity Series. Let's hop on in. Ella's looking good. Let's actually... really quick, I gotta redo some buttons here to make sure that we can just turn on the electricity in the truck instead of, having to turn it all on. But let's climb on back here. Let's get some rest. Oh, the clock turns off and the engine's off. That kind of makes sense, but I kind of wish it was on APU battery. Also, fun fact, we have a NASCAR sticker and I love dogs, I tolerate people sticker. I thought that was really fun. It's also something new. All right, we'll see you guys when we get ready to race. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. It is time for us to get ourselves ready and up and at 'em to start unloading the car. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning. Garage opens up at 10 for everybody to start getting our cars ready for practice. Let's climb on out. Let's get her unloaded. All right, so time to get her unloaded. There are 45 of us here for the Xfinity Series, which is great, but that also means that we might not make the run. We do have 2 cars with us also, just in case something goes horribly wrong, but let's hope that nothing goes horribly wrong. Also, we'll be able to check out practice from the top of the hauler, because just in case you guys forgot, we do have our observation deck. Now, there is a new trailer model out, by the way, that has an air conditioning unit up there and a different deck without custom siding that I'm looking at. That might be our SRX car. I don't know yet. But time for us to get unloaded and head out onto the track. We'll see you guys after practice. All right, practice is complete. The car is just going to be checked out really quick. I'm going to grab a little bite to eat before we head back on over to the track. But I am happy to say we are not last in the field for practice. Now, a lot of guys got buddied up and ran a bunch of laps with other people trying different drafting. We tried a little bit inside drafting. We tried a little bit outside, but we were never with the fast pack. But we're not the slowest out there. So I'm looking very forward to see what our car's true speed will be in single car qualifying here at Daytona. So as far as I know right now, we're in the event if we're able to qualify as good as we practice. So I think we're going to get kind of like a mid-starting, or at least near the rear. But we are very fast as a solo car. When we get into traffic, it changes a little bit. So, yeah, let's see how it goes. We'll see you guys after qualifying. Well, that happened. We did good. We did real good. You are looking at the pole sitter for the United Rentals 300 here in the Xfinity Series. I was just hoping for us to be able to start the race. I wasn't expecting this. I knew we had a lot of speed that we could kind of unleash, but now I'm terrified. My original game plan was to start mid-pack, get myself to the back as soon as I could, and take the Denny Hamlin approach of kind of hanging out in the rear until we could kind of shoot forward and see what we kind of accomplish. Now we're being forced to start up front. So, a little bit nervous about that, but it is time for us to call it a day here. We're going to pick up the vlog tomorrow. Race starts at 5 p.m. We'll already have the ARCA series going that day. I'm very excited to watch that as well, but I'm telling you, I'm above and beyond excited. We've got the pole for a series that we're not even doing full-time this year. So, yeah, a little flabbergasted there. But we'll see you guys tomorrow on race day. All right, it is race day, everybody. It is 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. It is time for us to get ourselves over for driver introductions. It's interesting. I didn't realize that this is plastic and not paint. I'm going to have to look at that later. But it's time for us to get over for driver intros and for us to start on the pole here at Daytona. Really wish us luck, guys. I'm so excited. I'm nervous, and I hope that we have fun. That's really all I'm shooting for. At this point, at least, is fun. So, let's get ourselves out there and let's kick some butt here in the Xfinity Series for the first time of 2024, shall we? All right. We are whacking. We are walking back to the truck after grabbing our payout receipt and everything. It is late here in Daytona. We got to get the truck out, unfortunately, so I'll be watching the Daytona 500 from home on the couch. But you know what? I had a fun time. I had a really fun time here with the Xfinity Series. So what happened? We started on the pole. We actually led stage 1 all the way through and won the stage, which was awesome. When we came down to pit road, we had a couple issues on my end, not thinking that I was full of fuel, and got a little behind. There was then a dramatic caution that I haven't even seen the replay of it. All I know is that somebody on the middle lane all of a sudden went from what looked like 180 to 0. So it felt. So I'm going to have to look at the replay on that one. But then midway, almost all the way through stage 2, we ended up getting tangled with somebody after a lapped car. It was actually a lapped car's fault as we were going by, and I kind of gave them a nudge, trying to push them below the yellow line to kind of get them out of the way of the whole entire field that's trying to come through. They panicked, slid down to the inside, overcorrected very quickly. Came back and slammed us into the wall. I am okay. It was definitely more of a side impact. We didn't take any much more impact than that, but it was a rough hit and something that just kind of, like, damn it. We were doing so good. I really think we would have been able to have a top 10 finish for that race if that had not happened. But you can't win them all, so maybe next week we can do a little bit better, because we do plan to do another race next week. But it's time for us to climb into the cab. Make sure that that's all set to go, which it is. Air brakes are off, flashers are on. Got a lot backing out to do for ourselves here. Without completely tearing up the grass, too. Get it on back. Come on. Nothing like leaving a track at night. Yeah, I know I'm on the grass a little bit. That's fine. Daytona makes plenty of money. Come on, I was the pole sitter after all. You know, cut me some slack. Maybe one day we can prevail and actually finish an Xfinity race unharmed. That'll be our goal this year. Finish a race and not completely total a car. New Xfinity damage model looks great on iRacing, in case anybody's wondering. you saw it, so overall should be a good time. Let's get ourselves facing the right way. Didn't realize I didn't actually have my headlights all the way on. Whoops. And it's time for us to head out. So that's where we're going to leave this one, this weekly vlog. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, we do try to get a video out here on the channel every single day. And there's more vlogs to come this year. We got a lot of weeks of racing, a lot of races to do. But with that, I thank you guys so much for coming out to this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.